You guys want frames like this? What's up, everybody? Technician here. I'm gonna show you guys the best graphics, controller, mouse and keyboard settings for Modern Warfare 3 so you get the best frames possible. All right, let's get into it. So first up is the mouse settings. I figure my mouse sensitivity is I put a ruler down, okay, on my mouse pad, and I'll do a 360, and that usually measures out at 28 centimeters for me personally, roughly 26 to 28. So that's how I usually make it consistent between each game that I play. That's the best method Dude, get it together! Best method I found. So down here, I put my ADS sensitivity to 1. ADS sensitivity type is relative. You put on legacy, your ADS is basically gonna be a higher sense than it would be. And I'm gonna pause it right here. If you have learned something from this video so far, make sure you hit that like button. And to find your way back for future videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we're gonna pump out a lot of content from Modern Warfare 3. All right, let's continue with relative. That also factors in a coefficient depending on what size or what resolution you're playing at. 1440, you want this on 1.78. On 1920 by 1080, 1.33 is good. Now to keybinds. Okay, you can slide cancel now. So you want to change your prone and dive button. Mine's on control and then my slide button's on C. You want to separate those inputs so you don't have a delay. If you share the input, it's gonna mess you up. Okay, now gameplay. What you're gonna want to do, tac sprint, automatic tac sprint. So the issue with putting it on automatic, when you have it on, you're going to get caught in a sprint a lot. Now, the sprint to fire times in this game are better than the old one, but you're going to get caught in a sprint a lot, which could get you killed. So I would turn it off, but if you're having trouble moving across the map, you may want to try putting it on. If you're on controller, I would put this on. 100% put this on. If you're on mouse and keyboard, I naturally hit the shift button like constantly. I'm gonna leave mine off, but if you're on controller, I would definitely put it on. Moving on, grounded mantle, you want that off. Slide dive activation, you want that independent. Like I said before, you want to differentiate those. Parachute auto deploy, you want that off. Slide cancel sprint, I would put that on. It allows you to cancel that slide a little bit easier than just hitting like your jump button. The rest of this stuff is pretty standard. A lot of this stuff carries over. Apply all on armor plates for when Warzone comes back. You definitely want that on apply all. So moving on to controller settings. So use the standard default button layout. Some of you guys play bumper and that's cool. Let's talk about the dead zones. Okay, so in this game, they actually put a tester in here to see if you have stick drift. The thing is with stick drift, you want your dead zone as low as possible. As low as possible. To activate aim assist, you have to be moving your left stick. To activate the rotational. So if your controller is basically saying it's moving all the time, then your aim assist is basically always on. Okay, so if you can drop this to 0 or power to you, get tired of just your guy just kind of swaying like he sees a butterfly or something. I'm gonna raise it up until this stick doesn't move anymore in this center. Okay, so you can use these graphs to help you set that. I actually max mine out at 60 so I can hit max speed faster. I play 7.7 with 0.9. A lot of people start out at 6.6 if you're just getting into the game. 6.6 is I think the best, most popular sensitivity. Aim response curve, dynamic. This is personal preference, but dynamic seems to be the best one. Aim assist obviously is on. Aim assist type, again, every year you got, people that Black Ops, precision, default. Okay, rest of this stuff, garbage, don't use it. Automatic tac sprint, this is what I was talking about before. You put that on automatic tac sprint. Same old stuff with this. I mean, unless you have a special controller to bind like the Envision Pro or something, I would just do tap to slide. On to graphic settings. Oopsies. All right, on to graphic settings. Make sure your refresh rate is maxed out. Full screen exclusive, 100%. NVIDIA reflex low latency. You want this on plus boost. It's like whenever, I don't have an example for you. Just do it, okay? Eco mode, you want that on custom. Turn that garbage off. I don't have a custom frame limit. This, I don't think matters unless you have a wide screen monitor. And HDR is off. Graphic presets. Okay, let's get into this. So I use Fidelity CAS. It's about 75. That basically just sharpens the edges. If you don't have this, everything's gonna kind of look matte and mesh together. You don't want that. Texture resolution I got on low. Texture filter, that one I got on normal. Depth of field is off. Yep. Detail quality low. Particle resolution low. Bullet impact on. Persistent effects I have off. Shader quality is low. On-demand texture streaming's off. Low. Shadow quality is very low. It's off. I'm just gonna scroll through this. You guys can see it, right? Most of the stuff is off and low. This game looks great. I mean, honestly, this looks great without most of these settings on. Field of view. So I think I put out a short on this before. The lower the value, the more zoomed in you are. The higher the value, the more zoomed out. So the more zoomed in, the technically more aim assist you'll get if you're on controller, and the better you can see your target. The more zoomed out, the more you can see your peripherals. So it makes for better movement. So personal preference, I set mine about 112. I do change it to like 115 sometimes, or 110. Okay, make sure you turn these off 100%. Okay, and then make sure you turn this to least. Okay, this I don't really think I was all that great. All right, on to audio. I don't think there's any secret sauce for this. I've been told to put on PC speaker. That's where we're at. On the interface, okay, we go to color customization. This is what gives you those bright colors. You're gonna put it on filter 2. Okay, world color intensity on 85. That's the main 2. All right, crosshairs. Now I've seen some people talk about this. Turn mine off because I just like the dot. If you do want the crosses, the horizontal and the vertical little lines, I would turn on static. Don't put it on. Hit marker visuals, I put on. Damage-based markers, I hit on. Let me know if you found these settings useful, or if you're gonna argue with me and tell me which setting's bad, or how I'm messing up on one. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys for coming to the channel. We just recently hit 1,000 subscribers, I think last month, and I'm so grateful to you guys. So if you found something in this video useful, please do hit that subscribe button, and also hit the like button. It really helps out with the algorithm. See you in the next one.